Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zymax, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Flight number 13, non-stop, from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be of about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seatbelt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to Weird Wednesday yet again. How's you doing, Jamie?
Hey, I'm doing. How about you?
I'm doing better than I was.
It's all you can ask for.
I'm not, hacking myself to death anymore.
I was really worried about that.
Yeah. It's a mystery 2024 mystery cough. Get a cold, usually have it a week or so, and it goes away. But nowadays they just last for like 3 or 4 weeks.
It's like the flu and the cold and the all mixed together, like one after the other.
Yep.
Big old dose of it.
A dose of funkatitis. I was just looking up there's 3 guys, the Chiefs fans that were found frozen to death in the backyard that we were talking about last week. Just looking up if there was any new news. Because according to the report, the men had drugs in their systems. You don't say. Including cocaine and fentanyl. Well, that'd be enough to kill you. Family members of the 3, Clayton McGinney, Ricky Johnson, and David Harrington, shared with News Nation that the police had received the toxicology reports. Police still do not believe that there was foul play involved in the deaths of the 3 men. Well, it depends. If the guy gave him the drugs, and I mean, if
he knew that it was fatal doses of fentanyl inside.
Yeah, or even if he didn't know. He's still the one that hooked him up with the lethal concoction. He said cock.
Because isn't there more intent too if he fully knew that there was a high dose?
Yeah. Mm.
It's like I meet this person in the park as I'm out doing my pictures, my things at night. And this man pops out of the darkness. I think he was the window peeper from remember when I walked around the neighborhood and found the house?
Yeah.
Well, and then he left again because he had gotten out of jail and staying with some family. And then, like, this guy was gone. But all of a sudden, last night, gets weird vibe again. This guy in a black trench coat comes down. He's like totally gagged out. He goes, "Hey, have you been here the whole time?" And I'm just looking at him, and I start backing slowly down back towards the light. But he was just on so much stuff. And so, as I'm getting the light, he's sitting there saying, I just got out of jail. I'm back with my family. Where you live by? Do you live, nearby? Are you nearby here? Mm, and not answering that. And then he
Yeah,
says,
really.
I got some ice. I got some meth. Do you want, any of that? I'm like, no, I don't touch any of that. And he goes, well, you like pot? Because I had my roach, and he goes, I got some lace, and he starts naming all the stuff, and I'm like, no. I said, I'm like backing away. I'm like, besides, there's only like little like kids that come up to this park and just kind of drink. I said, you're not going to find anybody up here that's going to want anything that you got. But it's just creepy like that because there's like more and more of these people coming into this town being pulled over with ghost guns and large amounts of these poly drugs and synthetic drugs. And
I don't get that whole synthetic drug thing.
you don't know what you're going to get from anybody.
Yeah, I mean, I do get it. I know what it is. I know about it, but I'm just like, why? I don't know.
There's like another one now called like Kush, and they're like, not Kush, like blah blah blah. Well, for us, Kush was just like a name of like a marijuana strain, but apparently it's a whole other like cocktail of crap that makes you into like a zombie, makes you walk into traffic, just weird shit. Like the other one that you would just eat people's faces off.
Yeah.
Like, why are we putting these things into society? It's crazy enough. People are like wigging out enough. Why are we putting these type of drugs into society?
And why is society doing these kind of drugs?
And half of it's in San Francisco. There used to be spots you knew you didn't go to. They're harder neighborhoods, but it's not like that anymore. Like you knew how to handle it if you knew how to handle it.
Yeah.
This is straight people now, like in their 20s, like barking and going crazy and like jumping out at people. And this is a whole other level of stuff. It's almost like Mad Max or something has like just been unleashed down in the city. Like all the cars, drivable cars crashing in tunnels and just stopping in the roads. And it's bad.
Man.
But man, we don't need to add to the crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a whole group of people here that they were all huffers. You go somewhere and you find a bunch of spray cans and rags. Like, and you can always, that person must be an artist. They got paint all over their face and their hands.
Yeah, no, their nose.
And spray paint and shit.
But if you knew that you're taking a drug that is known for people to possibly start taking chunks out of their pets or out of their body parts or other people's body parts, that was a side effect of what you were going to do.
Yeah. You're not guaranteed to.
And you're like, gosh, let's just roll the dice.
Yeah, let's just try it. You're not guaranteed to eat a baby's arm, but you might.
Like just knowing that you could do some really crazy stuff that you're going to really regret later. Like this isn't just like drinking a bunch of tequila.
Yeah, really.
I just don't. I am a different generation.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, mentally ill, whatever you want to call it, it is a mental health is a big problem. And I mean, there's a guy that I see here all the time that
Huge problem.
he's just like got a shopping cart like just massively piled up, and he just stands on the edge of the road on the intersection, the like busiest intersection in town, and just yells at people and runs out in traffic and yells at people, and then he yells at himself. I'm just like, wow, man, there's a lot of crazy shit going on inside that guy's head.
And there's so many people that have fallen through the cracks, and then because it became a fad, mental health, all this stuff, like in the last 3 years, where everybody's got whatever, it needs to be prescribed this and that. Nobody actually has been fixed or are getting the help that they actually need. Like, they're not actually helping the situation at all.
Yeah. Because we're
So
too
a lot
busy.
of people are just getting overlooked.
Their country's too busy, letting everybody else in and worrying about them. We don't take care of our own people here.
Well, they're letting the people out of the asylums in other countries and like putting them here.
Yeah. What are you going to do? Get more ammo.
Yeah, stock it.
Just walked in my room today and looked across the room and went, damn, I got a lot of ammo.
But don't say it online.
Oh, yeah. I got a lot of ammonia.
Amoxicillin.
Yep. You hear my senile dog in there going cuckoo.
Because you just heard my cat going cuckoo. What's she barking at?
What's that?
What's she barking at?
Who knows? I can just leave her in a room now. If I walk out of the room, she'll just sit there and bark. She's like, I don't know, like 110 in dog years. So I think she got a bit of the dementia.
Oh, what? Is she really?
Yeah, she's 15 years old now.
Wow. What about, which one is that?
Tiki.
Tiki?
Yeah.
How old's
Dixie's 4
Dixie?
years younger, and she's getting gray, but she still acts like a puppy. She's still a little crazy though.
The eyes still clear and everything?
Yeah. Tiki's eyes are getting a little kind of bluish. A little bit, but they're still pretty clear. She has her moments. She's just way overweight. That's what's going to end up taking her out. She's a portly little pup. The vet was like, well, she doesn't go to the cabinet and get her own food. Somebody has
Ooh.
to. Yeah.
Dis.
Like, okay, I see how you play.
Ooh.
Yep.
Burn.
It's just like, I don't know how she's got this heavy. Well, she
That's
doesn't
pretty
go
judgmental, man.
to her own food. And I was like, damn.
What
You're
if she
right.
has a thyroid?
The truth hurts.
Have you ever looked at for thyroid?
Yep.
That's what my cat has.
The vet said she just eats too much. No, he didn't say she eats too much. He said we feed her too much.
You
But
never really like real food, though, don't you? Not like a bunch
yeah,
of.
right before the show, I just hauled ass to go get chicken breasts because I cooked cook their food for them. They ate all this week. They ate chicken breasts with chicken breast with green beans and carrots chopped up in it. Got to sneak those vegetables into them because they can't eat just meat all the time.
Yeah. And the fiber, I guess is why the cat with his thyroid, he's been letting some dog farts lately, like clear a room.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what the hell has changed? It's got to be that medicine because, like,
yeah,
I've never seen a cat do that before. It's been 4 nights in a row now. Like,
yeah, I mean, Tiki used to regulate herself. Like, you could leave food on, in her bowl 24/7, and she'd just eat a little bit and then walk away.
Yeah, like snack here and there.
Yeah, but she would never just clear the bowl, And we got her, took her in, had both of them, spayed or whatever it's called, and we told the vet, you broke our dog, because now she has no limit. She would literally eat until she puked or popped or something. There's no off button.
Have you seen the dog bowls that are like a little maze and they have to try to lick the treat out to slow down the inhalation?
Yeah, I used to use those on Dixie because when she was a puppy, she was the runt of, the whole litter. Like, if we hadn't got her from the crack house that we got her from, she wouldn't have never made it. Because actually the first night we brought her home, I didn't know if she was going to make it till the next morning. But the vet said we saved her because we gave her coconut water and something else. But yeah, when she was a little tiny puppy, man, she would just I don't know if it was because she was the runt and never got enough food, but she would just wolf it down, just inhale the food. She would eat so fast that she would puke it up and then eat it again.
Was she around other animals to where it's if you didn't get eat, you'd lose out?
Yeah, she just wasn't getting any food when she was a puppy at all. And
when they have to compete.
Yeah. So yeah, we used to use those bowls that would make her, have a hard time getting the food out, just to make her slow down. Because she would literally eat so fast that her stomach and everything couldn't handle it, and she'd jam it all down her throat and then puke it all back up. It was pretty disgusting. But yeah, Tiki now, if I just had food in her bowl 24/7, I'd be filling the bowl up 6 times a day. She got no off button.
I just leave a bowl of their kibble, and they just eat some of it here and there when they want it. But they like this other brand better, and I didn't get it this time because I couldn't, because all of my money went to the vet for the thyroid issue. Which is fine because I give them their food. I still got to start making their food though.
Yeah. Yeah, I ate frozen pizza tonight, and my dog ate fresh chicken breast and carrots and green beans. Who ate better? Man.
Because they won't always. Well, they pretty much all will eat chicken, but then I was getting rotisserie chickens and peeling them apart, and then I see they have a bag of frozen chicken breast that's about this big, that's shredded chicken. And I thought, well, to start out, because I'm limited, trying to see what's more price, whatever, to start out till I can actually get chicken and do all that. And then if I have to, add a little of the tuna juice to give them that smell to make them hungry, or the extra gravy packets, how they have like the gravy sides that goes on the cat food that they love
Yeah.
to kind of mix onto the chicken. You know, it's like better than euthanized cat. Like, come on, man, that's your gravy licking. It's just better meat underneath it. Like, eat the chicken.
Yeah.
Because it is bad to give them that processed stuff. And then when you hear about like the way they have the conveyor belts of the dry food and the treats, and then they spray that crap on it, that's that addictive like coating, why they freak out when you open a bag. That
Yeah.
shit's like horrible for their kidneys.
Yeah.
You're only supposed to give them like 2, and my cat will eat 20 if you let it.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like that'd be like 20 Oreo cookies, man. And she'll just inhale them.
Damn. Yeah, I'm feeling better, Craig, for sure. Yeah, Turquoise, that's a tough job.
Oh, making time for yourself when you can, for self-care.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a hard job for sure.
Earth angel. I can see him on Facebook.
Yeah, there were times like with my mom, she would just be like, being a freak, just like out of her mind, the dementia or whatever it was, and Alzheimer's or whatever. And there's times I just wanted to like go to the dispensary and just get like a big bag of cookies, just give them to her. Ooh, chocolate chip cookies. You need to chill out for a bit, Mom. We're going to take a little trip. So I watched this guy on YouTube, a couple of guys actually, but their YouTube channel, they do like mushroom reviews and all kinds of stuff. And I forget where they were at. They were like in Bali or somewhere like that. And they asked the guy if he could get him some mushrooms. He's like, oh, like the psilocybin mushrooms. And he's like, yeah.
Some
So
shrimp.
he went and brought him back an ounce of mushrooms or more. Actually, more than an ounce. And they were in elephant poop.
Well,
And yeah.
the ones I found was when I was in Maui was under the at the Fagan Memorial under the cow crap. You kick it over. So the best shrooms ever.
This guy said the elephant poop shrooms were the best shrooms he's ever done. He's done a lot of shrooms. Yeah,
It's that fertilizer, man.
Yeah.
It was in a 1977 Maui handbook. And they were like, if you want a good trip, go to the Fagan Memorial where the crosses meet the whatever. It's like on the road to Hana anyway. So
Yeah.
And then they go up there and just like kick some pies around. So, we're driving up to Hana, coming back. We're like, there's the memorial. So we get up there, we're kicking around. Actually, found quite a bit. Go back to the place, put them outside, dry out. Decide like we're going to eat them. So we ate them, not really expecting much, and then ordered a pizza. And I did not think they were any good until the doorbell rang for the pizza. And then my heart started beating. I'm like, oh, fine. And I'm waking up on a golf course, but it was a good time
Yeah.
in Hawaii.
Waking up on a golf course.
Yeah, those were the days.
How did I get here? It's not my
The
beautiful house.
sprinklers came on.
Yeah. The sprinklers come on. Yep.
The
And they're
sprinklers.
done that.
I kind of
Yeah.
wanted to try that, Linda. And I keep
Microdosing.
hearing, yeah, and I hear people talking about it.
It's the bomb. Does work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I would like to partake.
Yeah, I was watching I've been watching True Detective, like all the past seasons. And
Oh,
season
yeah.
3 is a lot about one of the detectives that, you know, it was like it shows it when he's younger, but now he's like an old man and he's got like dementia. He's got this memory thing really bad. And yeah, I've watched a few things on dementia and just, you know, people that have it, and like he, you know, like he's like having these visions, you know, of like when he was in Vietnam and stuff, and all these, you know, Vietnamese soldiers are around him and stuff. And I'm like, wow, I wonder if it's really like that. Because sometimes my mom would talk to people that, you know, there's nobody here, you know.
I remember you told about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Should just sit there and be looking up and talking.
It was hard.
And when the dogs react sometimes too, and it was either because they were wondering like what's she talking to, or because maybe they saw something too.
Yeah, they still do that from time to time.
Well, you want to pull up this first one here? It's like a story that is recirculating again because people are coming out talking about it again. More whistleblowers. I swear everything is just getting so oversaturated when you type in UFO.
Oh yeah.
It's like there are nations. Oh, Stuffy again.
Stuffy McGee.
So I want to get it over with. This part. The U.S. military is allegedly in possession of terrifying video footage showing a UFO intercepting and disabling a nuclear missile with laser beams, according to an Air Force whistleblower. Two Air Force whistleblowers. According to retired U.S. Air Force officers, the disc-shaped object circled an unarmed dummy warhead during a routine test after it detached from an Atlas missile booster in 1964. Outspoken Lieutenant Bob Jacobs and Major Mansman said they saw the recording of the 1964 encounter before the tape mysteriously disappeared without a trace.
Of course.
Right? Like the recipe for the water gas cars and the cure for cancer.
Yeah.
The former officials were part of a team responsible for capturing footage of missile test launches in California with telescopic photography and videography equipment for the Air Force. Just 2 days after they recorded the video, they claimed that two plainclothed CIA agents confiscated the clip and ordered them to remain silent on its contents. According to some... Oh, and that dude on the picture, he's a whistleblower, a military whistleblower that claimed to see footage. According to some UFO experts, there is a pattern where UFOs seem to interfere with nuclear weapons. More shockingly, U.S. weapons officer Robert previously claimed a UFO shut down 10 missiles in a similarly outrageous incident in 1967. The UFO Chronicle claimed that former intelligence officer Lewis says he had also seen the video. Lewis says he was the former director of the Pentagon's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program to study UFOs, which would indicate his access levels, and an anonymous source revealed to Hastings that he confirmed the details of the event with an internal interviews. And then that other dude with the beard is the other whistleblower, Bob Salas. He's the one that claimed that the footage vanished. Testing was stepped up as the Cold War was progressing. There was an increase in testing sophisticated and secret military hardware, and some UFO skeptics have claimed that reports of UFOs provided cover for these tests. The mysterious craft called a camera was domed and disc-shaped, according to Jacobs and Man's Man, fitting with the UFO cliché. In a letter Man's Man wrote about the sighting, he said it was a classic disc. The center seemed to be a raised bubble. The entire lower saucer shape was glowing and seemed to be rotating slowly. At the point of beam release, the object turned like an object required to be in a position to fire from a platform. But then again, this could be my own assumption from being in aerial combat. And it said the UFO looked as it was expected. That's their little close-up reenactment of it. The declassified but unreleased radar data from the fateful day of September 15, 1964, apparently confirmed that an unidentified aerial object was observed near the dummy warhead during the missile test, corroborating the sightings. But the analysis of the radar data suggested the unidentified object could have just been debris.
Oh, stinking weather balloons.
But we wouldn't know because it's missing.
The tape went mysteriously missing.
Went missing.
This is the most important tape that we have ever had. Shit, we lost it.
Damn it.
We didn't lose a damn thing.
And back then, the tapes were like this big and shit. It wasn't like a little tiny scan drive that you got to stick in somewhere.
Yeah.
They had like cans with tape in it.
Rinky dink.
You had one job.
Exactly.
You only had one job.
And you failed miserably. It was, it was misplaced.
Yeah, I bet.
Along with some other important documents. Yeah, right. Sure thing there, buddy. Well, this here article, it's nothing too weird, but it is interesting because I like old stuff.
I like old stuff.
I like old stuff. Gigantic 1 kilometer long megastructure discovered beneath the Baltic Sea. Isn't that where that other UFO looking thing is, in the Baltic Sea?
I think so.
I don't know. The huge structure, which could potentially be the oldest Stone Age megastructure built by humans in Europe, situated 21 meters beneath the surface of the Baltic. This previously undiscovered megastructure measures around 1 km in length and is constructed from 1,673 individual stones, known as Blinker Wall. It was thought to have been built 10,000 years ago. At the time, before its location in the Bay of Mecklenburg, it had been swallowed up by the rising sea levels. The region known as Dodgerland was flooded around 8,200 years ago. According to archaeologists, the wall was likely built by hunter-gatherers as a way to redirect reindeer herds into a dead end so they could easily be picked off. When you chase animals, they follow structures. They don't attempt to jump over them, said Jacob Gierson of Lebanese Institute for Baltic Sea Research. The idea would be to create an artificial bottleneck with a second wall or with the lake shore. So far, the second wall hasn't been found, although it may still remain buried underneath the sediment. Either way, researchers remain certain that Blinker Wall is not a natural formation. This puts Blinker Wall into the range of the oldest known example of hunting architecture in the world and potentially makes it the oldest man-made megastructure in Europe. There you go. Pile a bunch of rocks up so you can direct the reindeer into a bottleneck so you can pick them off. Hey, humans 10,000 years ago needed to eat too, I suppose. I often wonder, though, like, how many people would they feed? How many reindeer would they kill? And if it was a shitload, how did they keep the meat from, like, spoiling? Because, some meat sits out, for a couple of days, and it's like that scene in Poltergeist where the steak is crawling across the counter. I don't know.
I had to grab my pics. The poltergeist took your steak across the counter.
Remember that scene in Poltergeist?
Oh,
Where the guy was like, he looked down at the steak and it was like crawling.
that was creepy.
Yeah. It was full of maggots.
And this one is just because it's Valentine's Day. We don't have to show the whole video. We can just show part of the takedown. We don't have to show them actually pulling all the. Did you get it loaded?
Yep.
All right. We don't really have to show them like getting all the drugs, but it's just kind of funny because they put the hat back on to like walk them. Video shows police officer in Valentine's Day bear costume take down a suspected lady drug dealer. Oops, her picture's not up.
Oh, yeah, the picture is not up. There we go. Now it is.
Amazingly delicious. A Peruvian police officer lured out a suspected drug dealer with a fake Valentine's Day gift while wearing a fuzzy bear costume and beckoning her out into the street with a box of chocolates. You don't take candy from strangers.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a triple plush teddy bear captured a drug dealer on the day of love and friendship, joked Peruvian National Police spokesman Jose. It happened in Lima, the country's capital. Video shows the officer down on one knee, holding a sign that reads in Spanish, You are my reason to smile. The candy and a heart-shaped balloon. He's undercover. The duped suspect comes out on her porch before the video cuts to another shot. This time the officer without his mask, but still dressed as a bear, places her in handcuffs. And one thing, while they're going through the drugs and stuff, they're just like grabbing it out and he's like holding it in his hands. Like he had the fuzzy bear mitts on, but I'm thinking, aren't you worried about that shit getting in your hands?
Yeah.
Other plainclothes anti-drug officers from the city's elite Green Squadron sprinted in to assist with the arrest. Police pulled out multiple stashes of what appeared to be heroin or a similar opioid. Still wearing his costume, the bear himself pulled some of the contraband out of a drainage gate. The video shows at least 2 female suspects being arrested and loaded into the back of an unmarked police truck. I cut off the grandma. I think they took grandma away too. Details on the specific charges were not immediately available. Lima's Green Squad is a plainclothes unit dedicated to fighting street crimes, including robberies and drug dealing. But that's not plain clothes, is it? A costume?
Not really.
In December, one of the unit's undercover officers disguised himself as Santa Claus before another drug raid, creating a distraction by breaking down the front door of a hard-to-reach drug den with a sledgehammer as other officers stormed the second floor through a window. Now, if you're tripping and Santa Claus is ramrodding your door.
I got your presents, bitch.
Oh, man. People are going to start tripping out just on people in costumes.
Yeah.
And look how sweet the bear's face is. Like,
Una vez que sale alguien, comenzamos a caminar.
Got a little balloon.
Creo que ya saltado. Tranquilo. Graba.
Hey.
Silent night, deadly night.
Ahí es. Eso es.
and then this is just some like pulling drugs out of stuff.
Got the pack going there.
He put the hat back on to get the grandma, though.
Nice.
Like, how did they even know to like go? Oh, the dogs, maybe. Because they're like finding it all around that building. Like, how did they find all that? And he's just touching it. Like, I'd be afraid of that going into my skin. The head.
Atrás. Pero no va a subir ahí.
Súbela atrás.
Wow.
And they what? Like handcuff her to the roll cage or roll bar? Like, I haven't seen that before. Like, so the person's just out in the open, handcuffed to a roll bar.
Oh, hang on. It's going to be a bumpy ride down to the precinct.
Anyways, I just thought it was hilarious. So he's sitting there holding the flowers up, and she takes the bait.
Yep.
Just come here for you.
Look, there's a bear down there with flowers for you.
I mean, I've seen the whole Domino's pizza in the uniform
Candy
thing.
Graham.
What did you say, Teddy Graham?
Who is it? Candy Graham.
Candy
Who? Teddy Graham. Who is it really? Candy Graham. Come out and take the bait.
Creepy. Candy Graham.
This one is pretty. Yeah, remember that skit? Candy Graham. No, you're not Candy Graham. You're that big shark, aren't you? Candy Graham.
That was Saturday Night Live, right?
Yeah.
With Chevy Chase. Was it the
Yeah.
Chevy Chase? That's when it was good before it got all woke.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's a one of those ones that's like, what the F? Mystery in Alabama, as entire 200-foot radio tower is stolen by thieves. What the?
I saw that headline, but I didn't read it. I was thinking, what?
What is that real? A radio station in Jasper, Alabama, was silenced earlier this month when its radio tower mysteriously disappeared overnight. When WJLX AM general manager Brett Elmore received a phone call from a member of a landscaping crew on the morning of February 2nd, he couldn't believe what he was hearing. The worker who had just visited the site, radio stations. Oh, God. Can I read it any worse? When the worker who had visited the site of the radio station's 200-foot tower to conduct maintenance explained that the entire tower was simply not there. It has completely disappeared. When he arrived, he called me on Friday and said, the tower is gone. I said, what do you mean the tower is gone? Are you sure you're at the right place? He said, no, the tower is gone and there's wires everywhere. And yeah, it's gone. Sure enough, someone had seemingly made off with the entire thing. Although Elmore filed a police report, it doesn't look as though the tower is likely to be recovered anytime soon. This morning, my bush hog crew went down to a tower site to do an early cleanup of the property. And they went to do some work down there, post on the radio station's Facebook read. When he arrived, he called me and notified me that the building was vandalized and my 200-foot radio tower was gone. They stole every piece of equipment out of the building, cut the wires to the tower, and somehow managed to down a 200-foot tower and take it from the property. How do you do that? It's like a David Copperfield trick, you know? Efforts are now underway to raise enough money to replace the tower. Exactly who stole this one may never well be found out. Remains unclear. Yeah, how do you steal a radio tower? 200. I mean, that, 50-foot one. Okay, I can see that. 200 feet. That's a pretty big tower. Hey, what do you want to do? Let's go down to the radio station and steal the whole damn tower.
Inside job.
Yeah, really. And to do it like overnight. Yeah.
I mean, what would it take to haul that out?
Exactly. Do they like take it apart, or do they just
section down?
Put it on a flatbed trailer and put a red flag on the end of it and drive it through town?
Timber.
Extra wide load coming through. Hey, isn't that the tower that was up there on the? Nope. Completely different tower. Nope, this is my tower.
I'm thinking minions were involved.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Maybe it's for terrorist activities.
Oh, I didn't think of that either.
minions could be involved.
Yeah, like what are they going to use that tower for?
I've always wanted to have my own pirate radio station. Let's just go steal the radio station's tower.
Yeah, let's just go take the radio station and move it to our house.
Reminds me of when I was a kid and we went and stole a whole shitload of plywood and lumber, 2x4s and all that. And we were going to build a skateboard ramp out of it.
Uh-oh.
Which is how we always did it. And these kids came and stole our wood. And we all got together and we went over to these kids' house and made them bring all of our stolen wood back. We were pissed
Okay, you
because
stole
our
this
stolen wood got stolen.
You said wood.
Like, you guys didn't pay for it. You guys stole it too. I'm like, yeah, but you guys stole it from skaters, man. That's just not cool. We stole it from a construction site. You stole it from your fellow brothers.
Exactly.
Like stealing someone's underwear, man. What's wrong with you? Yep. Yeah, there's probably alcohol involved for sure. Yeah, let's get a suitcase of Bush. And I bet you can't steal a 200-foot antenna. Oh, yeah, you want to bet?
I'll bet you a suitcase of Pap Schmear beer.
I got the old front end loader I can borrow from work in a flatbed trailer.
Timber that motherfucker down.
Yeah. Then what do they do with it? I don't know. Wonder.
It would make a very good, communications tower or...
Yeah. It's like, how are you going to hide a 200-foot stolen radio tower, though?
They don't have a load, like some sort of something on it. I guess not.
And apparently they stole all the equipment out of the building, too. So
That's what I was wondering, like the actual parts that go to the tower.
Yeah. The transmitters and all that.
Yeah.
Guess those guys weren't broadcasting the next morning.
That's a technical problem.
Sorry, we are temporarily closed because someone stole our radio station.
We're having trouble streaming to Facebook.
Yeah, don't we always have trouble now streaming to Facebook? Facial book.
It had to be an inside job. Yeah, the live ended. You pieces of shit. They just did this. To Jason's show on Sunday. He had to start a whole... Wait, how did he do? Oh, he unclicked the F and then did something and restarted it, but then we had to put the new link back out.
Said actions were taken.
Actions were taken.
Yeah, on my account because I had nudity or sexual activity. Really? Well, I'll be damned, Facebook. I didn't even realize I was doing that. Shame on me, huh?
Oh, what were we just... The teddy bear? And then you were talking about the old... Okay, fill out the thing that lets you...
Our post was
It says we're live.
because of community standards, nudity, or sexual activity. We have these standards because we want everyone to feel safe and respected and welcome.
Just start it back over the way that Jason did.
I didn't realize I was broadcasting pornography. Was this information helpful for you? No, it wasn't. Thanks for your feedback. Fuck you, Facebook. Piece of shit. I swear, I hate Facebook.
So how do we make the new Facebook link? Because when I do the drop down, it's like different.
Let me see if this works.
Sons of bitches. Nazi book.
Exactly. Facial book. Fart book. What
What
I
are
used to
talking
call it.
about? Stevie Towers? Like, what do they have a problem with? Sexual content.
All right, it should be back up. Jiminy Christmas. Yeah, censoring. What exactly are you guys censoring? You don't fucking know because you don't have a human doing it. You got some stupid AI piece of shit doing it. Said something that they don't like in the algorithm. What could it possibly be?
Due to Facebook censorship issues, this is a new link.
View on Fartbook. Yeah, it would appear to be back up. Maybe it was Pedo Bear. That's what it was.
The pedo bear.
Pedo Bear.
Like, I really don't understand. But remember, I did the sun in the sky, and they got me for nudity.
Sun in the sky, and they got you for nudity.
It was the sun. It was a picture of the sun in the morning. Did they think it was like a butthole with light coming out of it? I mean, what would the sun be besides the sun?
Yeah. Dirtbag.
See, and you know what they do? And Facebook, YouTube's doing it too. They're taking down people's stuff, but they'll leave the post up, and then they put their own ad or what they want in there. So they're leaving our post up so the followers and stuff still see it, but then they change it to a meetup ad. YouTube is doing that. They're taking down like Dr. Campbell's. I'm deleting that. Dr. Campbell's videos and stuff. Taking down the things that have to do with like COVID and mitochondria, you know, like heart attacks and all that. And then they put up their own information about it with his same information there. So people go watch a video and it's like, wait, what? What is this crap?
Yeah. Jeez. It says that my profile has some issues. Paranormal Soup's profile has some issues, and the Weird Wednesday show page has some issues.
Right now?
Yeah.
Where I'm not seeing it in my notifications. And I usually do. What are they doing to us right now?
Yeah, when I click on my post that was supposedly the reason they're dinging me, it says no one else can see your post. We have these standards because we want everyone to feel safe, respected, and welcome.
Oh, I
can't even
screenshot
see the
show
post.
everybody then they're just screwing with you.
I can't even see the post.
Well, that's when it's bullshit. It's all
Our technology found that your content goes against our standards.
So your
Yeah.
AI doesn't know what the hell it's doing,
Yeah,
and we're getting falsely accused.
for showing someone's genitals or buttocks.
It said that?
Yeah,
It said that.
it says that. Yeah, that's what I'm reading right now.
Oh my goodness. Or
Showing
buttocks.
female
They
nipples.
did think the sun was a butthole.
Showing female nipples except to talk about breastfeeding, the moments after giving birth, health, or the act of protest. So you can show titties if you're protesting, but you can't just show them for the fun of it, I guess. Where I don't even know where they're coming up with this shit.
The White House pays them to do this shit.
Do I want to disagree with this decision? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not showing anybody's nipples.
They actually, one time now, have approved my appeal. And my troublemaker blurb that they always have at the bottom saying how my account is problematic and all that has been gone for like a while now, but I'm still on like way restriction and now. But I notice when I post, I'll see like 2 pages flash by. Like you can tell it's not really posting to where you think it's posting sometimes. And sometimes when I load my app, I'll hear it going click, 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 like making noises.
Yep.
So it's like being intercepted before it actually goes play. Like I'm on to you. Facial bug.
Yeah. Fart bug.
Okay, back to
our regularly scheduled programming.
I think it might be my turn. Oh, hey, sister. Hey, Debbie. Well, they're gonna love this one. Oh wait. Guess it's a good thing I didn't do some of those Valentine's Day ones. Woman captures ghost soldier on camera after dogs started barking like crazy. And I don't know what to think of this one. It's just a picture, but it's a ghost story. And it was a better ghost story than the lame knocking on the door, like thinking it's seeing a full child knocking on the door, and the guy's like, what is it? What is it? And then he opens the door and there's nothing there. It's like a horrible TikTok edit. That was going viral.
Damn picture's not up again. There we go.
A woman claims she has captured the ghost of a soldier who massacred Aboriginals lurking in her garden on camera after her dogs started barking like crazy. Lael Robertson was at her home in Queensland, Australia, when her pets were unsettled by something outside. She checked her security cameras and was astonished to spot a human-like figure lingering just a few meters away from her porch. The image shows what she believes to be a soldier's legs with boots on and the dark shadow of an upper body described as unnaturally disfigured. The grandmother says she's been told that soldiers massacred Aboriginals near her house during the 1800s, and she believes one of them is haunting the property. She posted the snap on Facebook on Saturday, and users have since hailed it as evidence of paranormal activity, and others said it gave them a bad and uncomfortable feeling. She said it looks like a soldier with his boots on. His legs are really clear and they're transparent. In the 1800s, there was a massacre here where there were troopers coming in and killing Aboriginals, so it could be one of those. My dogs usually tell me if something's around that shouldn't be in the yard, and they were going crazy, so I went to check the footage. When I saw it, I just said, "Oh my God, what a B star 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 DY image we've just caught. Bloody." I've been trying to put what's been happening here into the paranormal world for about a year now, and everybody called me a liar. Now I've got this. I thought they can't say anything about this one, but they do. I feel like I found the proof now. I don't know how we just got a photo of it and not a video, because that was my question. But because it's a motion-centric camera, it just got a photo. It's taken me a while to get used to this sort of thing. The first year I was very scared, but now I just love it. She moved into the house 4 years ago and claims paranormal activity began 2 years ago with knocking on her windows and pictures falling off the walls. But some have claimed her proof is just a camera lens delay from when husband went outside. But Lal insists nobody was outside at that time and her dogs can sense ghouls. Her Facebook post has racked up more than 450 reactions and more than 80 comments. The post reads, "It's amazing what the full moon brings out in your backyard. In this photo, you can see half of a spirit soldier with his boots on and a dark entity against the laundry wall. There's definitely two spirits as they don't match up." One convinced user commented, "Now that's something paranormal." Another agreed and said, "Best evidence I've seen on this page." A third spooked out viewer said, "Wow, that's so amazing. You caught this evidence of the paranormal." A fourth explained, "The size comparison of the figures to the height of the porch is crazy. So unnaturally slender and disfigured. It gave me a very unwell sensation." Another user felt the same and said, "I get a very bad feeling just by looking at the pic." However, one summers, "I think your cam glitched because the dogs are following it." But Lal replied, "My dogs are very aware of the spirits here." So, what do you think she did? Just had somebody like stand and make a shadow so she could take a picture?
I don't know.
I mean, if she's saying it's a motion camera, she could be telling the truth. I mean, just 'cause people are mocking her. That's all she gives us.
I don't know. Picture looks.
Do you see boots?
Kind of, but I mean, you know, if you say they're boots, yeah, they kind of look like boots. Sort of.
And the jacket would seem different, like maybe more of like our fatigue rather than what they wore in whatever year that was. I mean, what kind of the jacket just seems. I always love though. Everybody always like just instantly just assumes something's just paranormal just because somebody said it. I just really wish sometimes people would just put a little bit of thought into it before you just. I mean, it could be.
Yeah, it could be.
But think about first what it's not, and then come to the conclusion that it is. I see too many Ring camera moth angels. It's an angel. No, it's a moth.
Yeah. I don't know. Could be.
Maybe she did get the proof she was waiting for. In that case, I would then put on some sort of other camera. A static camera that will follow the movement.
Yeah.
Like if you got the one, chances are maybe you can actually get more than just a still picture if you're able to get something that clear. Oh. See, that's why the head, it wasn't making sense, the hat to me, or the head to me. I was thinking, wouldn't a soldier's like head in that year look different, like silhouette wise? I believe it, Craig. It's a Sasquatch.
Coming up from a bender, exactly. I sneak in the backyard.
I mean, you do kind of see that bar through it, but then the legs. I don't know if that's legs.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like a leg, kind of like
Walk
right
it
there.
off.
Got the knee, cuff.
But the
boot.
body, it'd be like they're walking to the side or something, though.
Yeah,
Like twisted, like
walking like a
straight.
zombie. Walking like an Egypt zombie. Yeah,
Can't say it no more.
I don't know.
Can you?
Very peculiar.
S-A-O-C-O for a walk.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a notice from Facebook now that said, your post is back up. Sorry, we got it wrong after I appealed it. Shit, you got it wrong, dipshits.
Good. I'm glad, though, that you're getting these, like, that's good, like, promising to me that at least some of these objections. So what is it on here twice now?
Yeah, I've got several of them.
I mean,
From
like
different-
videos going?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I deleted the ones I had already shared because
I just see one. But who knows?
whatever. No,
You
there's
got it wrong. Exactly.
they're
How come-
there. There's a 16-minute and an hour. That's all right. We have both. At least we'll have both our videos on Weird Wednesday. As far as from my stuff, I had deleted all the stuff already while I was putting the new stuff up.
Oh
It
man,
was getting confusing.
good old Facebook. Get your shit together, Facebook.
I'm putting it back. Share. This was the first part of the Weird Wednesday show before Facebook cut us off, and we had to make the second part.
Does anybody find Stinky Feet a turn on? You can admit it here. We're all friends, right?
Yeah.
Man, I had this one pair of shoes that I really liked. But man, something about them. When I would wear those shoes, holy shit, man. My shoes, I'd come home and take them off, and they would spunkify the whole house. I had to finally just like I'd come home and put them out on the front porch. Finally, I just threw them away. I'm like, those shoes are cursed. I don't know what it is about them. I'm not
Oh,
wearing them
really?
anymore. Fresh, clean white socks are a turn on. My brother has a sock thing. One day, just out of the blue, he was like, I like girls that wear like white socks. I was like, wow, that's random. That's something I didn't know. Hey.
It's very specific. See, I hate feet. And my mom brought that up the other night because I said something about feet or something like that. And she's like, it's funny you still hate feet all this time. But I do. I hate my feet touched. I hate touching feet. I hate when I see certain guys wearing jeans with like weird Birkenstock sandals that look like they have been wet so many times they smell like an old dog collar. That once I see something like that, that's all I'll ever picture, and it's over for me.
Yeah. This guy was really cute, but he was wearing Birkenstocks. I'm done.
Old, disgusting, like smelly, like little kid that wear their socks in their tennis shoes and get them all wet, kind of smelly shoes. But, and if you are British and this is a turn on, I'd like to hear, is this true? Is this true for you? First time I've heard this. I mean, I've heard of like people loving the smell of like, you know, certain people's armpit sweat and everything. Brits admit they love smelly feet as millions find toxic toes a turn on. Again, this is for Valentine's Day. Foot fetish Brits are taking their bizarre turn on toe far, with millions admitting they love smelly feet. A new poll has revealed as many as 2 million people have a thing for toxic trotters, with the whiffier the better. Just over 3% of those asked said they adored honking hooves, even confessing it turned them on and made their partner more attractive. People from Bradford were the biggest fans, with a whopping 8% confessing they loved them. Folk from Newcastle and Nottingham were the least likely to love reeking trotters, with none at all saying they liked them. Men were more likely than women to love noxious feet, with just over 4% compared to 2% of women. Bradley Cunningham, 39, of Bradford, said he adored his wife Charlotte's smelly feet, and I'm sure she adores the fact he's told everybody about that. He said, I don't know where it came from, as I hate it when my feet are smelly, but for some reason I find Charlotte very attractive the smellier her feet are. She finds it very odd, but she doesn't complain. The spokesman for he's like, can I smell your feet? The spokesman for data from Reboot said that the study found that across the nation, more than 2 million Brits loved a partner with smelly feet. He said our study revealed that 3% of the 2,400 Brits were asked said they loved their partner's smelly feet, with those from Bradford the most enamored. The news may not be that all surprising, as back in January, it was revealed women are snapping up pictures of men's dirty feet to get turned on. Sex therapist Dr. Melissa Cook from Fun with Feet explained exactly why so many people are getting frisky with feet. The expert said the recent boom in interest in male feet pictures is a phenomenon that can be attributed to many things, and one is the changing perceptions of masculinity. She said there's a growing acceptance and exploration of different aspects of masculinity. which includes breaking down stereotypes about what men can or cannot share about their bodies. When does a man give a shit about his feet or not showing his feet?
Hmm.
Like, seriously, when has a man cared about, like, if they're walking around like barefoot at the beach? Like,
Yeah.
none I've ever known. This broader cultural shift has contributed to more men feeling comfortable sharing feet pictures. Melissa said there's also been an increasing focus on comprehensive personal grooming and lifestyle. This extends to both genders, leading to a higher interest in male feet as part of overall body care and presentation. Meanwhile, there's also a commercial aspect to consider. In some online spaces, there's a market for pictures of feet, driven by various reasons, including fetishes and interests. This means people are looking to engage in it to make money. Speaking exclusively to .a Star, Melissa said different people are into different things, and it really is impossible to describe what an average buyer looks like. Well-groomed, clean feet. This preference centers on the aesthetic and tactile aspects of feet. Well-groomed feet, often adorned with a pedicure, symbolizes care and attention to detail. The visual appeal of a neatly trimmed and polished nail, along with the smoothness of cared-for skin, can be very attractive. This preference often ties into a broader appreciation for cleanliness and beauty. Dirty feet for some, the allure lies in the contrast to the norm. Dirty feet can represent a more natural, earthy state, which might be appealing for its rawness and authenticity. This preference can also be tied to enjoyment of taboo or the breaking of social norms, where the dirtiness adds a layer of excitement or forbidden pleasure. So what do y'all think? Feet, yay or nay? Turn on?
I don't mind feet. I don't like funky feet. But hey, I got funky feet. I got funky man feet, Fred Flintstone feet. But
men are supposed to have like funky feet.
But if men or women would pay me for pictures of my feet, hey, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
You know? Weird, but hey.
Would you let him
Daddy getting paid.
suck your funky toe?
What's that?
Would you let him suck your funky toe? If they really wanted to.
If they really wanted to. I still remember the story I told you about Jen, who's no longer with us.
Yeah. Oh God. I've heard some of them stories.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, it's funny. She just called me up one night and she's like, Rob, I don't know about this internet dating thing. And I'm like, oh no, what happened now? Hey, you're not gonna believe what happened tonight.
Just to face the wall.
Yeah, that's that story. Yep.
Just face the wall and me suck on your feet.
Like, wow. She's like, yeah, we like didn't even get to dinner before he just busted out with that question. Like, haven't known this guy for 30 seconds.
Wow.
She's like, yeah, I don't know if this online dating thing is gonna work out for me.
Yeah, it was scary watching her online date.
Yeah.
And she would like message, like, this is where I'm going to be tonight, who I'm supposed to be with.
Yep. In case I don't come home and you don't hear from me, this is the last place I was at. with a strange man. Wow.
I agree, Linda. If your hands are too soft, you don't know hard work. That's why I wear like I've got all these like blisters and stuff up here, cuts, everything. I'm proud of like my not so like baby soft hands.
Yeah. Yeah, my hands look like
Oh, feet with beer on them.
feet with beer.
Azariana, her friend had a boyfriend that loved licking feet
Mm,
with beer on them.
huh.
I had a friend that got paid to what was it in the bowl? Oh, pudding. A bowl of pudding. Stir a bowl of chocolate pudding with her feet. Made ham sandwiches out of her feet. Got pictures of that. She would just sit there. Oh, first she'd like slap down a piece of white bread. And then she put her
Oh,
foot on
funky
top.
white bread.
Yep. Then she put her foot on top. Then she get fake fingernails, the long ones, and glue these long, like claw-like toenails onto her toenails, so it's like gripping over the bread. Then she'd slap a piece of ham on top, squirt some mustard all over it, and slap another bread on top. People went crazy. She got like $150 for that picture.
Damn.
But she had like a good following already. She knew what she was doing.
Huh. Yeah, people got weird, whatever. I guess
Yeah,
whatever's
Ulrich, like
whatever.
he likes feet. Do you like your feet touched though, Ulrich?
Yeah, I got one friend that, he was like one of his I don't know. I don't know what the word requirements, whatever, of dating a girl is she has to have nice ankles. And I'm like, what? Yeah.
I can see
I like
that.
a girl with nice ankles. I was like, dude, that's just fucking weird, man.
I kind of see that though.
I was like, nice ankles. Like, what would be a nice ankle versus,
The perfect
bad?
proportion from like the bottom of the leg to where the ankle and then the foot goes out, and then the perfect little bones when you wear your little ankle bracelet with certain like little shoes. I could see ankles.
Yeah, I could see that. I've just never really thought about that.
Yeah.
I've never looked at a girl and went, man, oh no, look at this. No, I don't like those ankles.
No, but I have thought like, oh, those shoes look good on her. Like,
Yeah.
her ankles look cute in the shoes. However, the shoes fit because I'm a shoe person. I don't know if my like distaste for like feet. Like my sister, she can go get massaged. She doesn't have any problem having people, massage her, rub her feet. I've learned I'm too into like energy, like me even hugging it to have like a real hug for me, like chest to chest and exchange energy for 3 seconds is really weird for me. And I've learned it's because it's like you feel that energy transfer. So usually it's going to be like a half a hug or, I try to like brace off from that. I don't like hand holding, depends who, because that's such an energy transfer. I don't like people rubbing on you because it's an energy transfer. She loves it. I hate it. Hate my feet touched. I will kick you in your sleep. Like, try to creep up on me and grab
I'm gonna rub Jamie's toes while she's sleeping.
It wouldn't be a good idea because you would get a foot in the face. Probably 2. But I also used to have nightmare. Latest Gremlins came out, and I had this thing about my foot hanging over, and this is the only thing that ever like I was scared about or like weird about as a kid. Like, was if my foot hung over the edge of the bed, that a gremlin could like reach down and grab my feet.
Yeah.
So like if there's a gap, I would always be kind of freaked out. Like I didn't want to feel something grabbing my feet at night. But I still don't think that's why I don't like them. I have been in haunted hotels though where my feet do get screwed with, and it's like, oh, because they know I don't want them to screw with my feet, you know?
Yeah.
And Jeff actually we got video of a camera up here over us at Hotel Leisure, and we're both laying there, and you could feel the bed moving like someone sit down on it. I could feel my feet, and I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, it's such and then you see like the covers, moving on the video. You could just see like the movement, but you knew it wasn't me moving.
Wow.
Or I knew it wasn't me moving. I don't know. I just think I've always hated feet.
Yeah, I don't mind feet too much.
People grabbing your toes, like when you're like grab it, like.
Yeah, I don't like my feet, messed with. I don't think I could sit through whatever. Is it a manic pedicure? Is that your feet?
Yeah.
I don't think I could sit through one of those. I'd probably end up kicking the person in the face by accident because my feet are like, I don't know, ticklish or whatever. But I couldn't sit through that.
I give myself like pedicures and stuff. I like the foot thing, and I do all that. But for one thing, I think it's weird to be sitting there and having somebody on their hands and knees, like cleaning, like doing your. Just feels weird to me. It feels like I don't know. I don't want to say prostitution, but it's just weird. Like you're on your hands and knees, like sanding and scrubbing my feet.
Yeah.
I'm paying you for it.
I did let Sam do that to my feet one time, though. For some
but
reason,
that's different.
She wanted to do that, and I was just kind of zoning out. And next thing I know, I looked down and I had purple toenails.
Oh, that can be fun sometimes. Maybe I used to have guys ask me to paint their toenails once in a while.
Yeah.
Like, oh, will you help me? Put a clear coat, or like just to have it look decent. And I wouldn't. I had, like Jeff, I would help him if he needed it. Ex-husband, I'd help. But I hated it. My mom used to ask me like rub her feet, like as a kid, like, oh, we get a foot rub. And even though she always wore nylons and stuff, stockings, I always did it with the tops of my hands on the top of the foot. I would just go and just like go like that. And she's like, give me your whole foot. I'm like, no, didn't want to like rub the foot. I give like a really good back massage and everything, but don't want to do the feet.
Yeah, man. If you're in the army, you got to take care of your feet. You get the funky foot jitters, and you'd be holding up everybody.
I think I'm an article. Well, I think there's one more, but that was about the tiny dolphins, the COVID dolphins. How long
COVID dolphins.
Because you have a video too, right?
Yes, ma'am, I surely do.
Oh, wow. So Chinese scientists made tiny virus finding dolphin robots that can detect COVID in water. A whopping 25 scientists from all over China and Hong Kong got together to make dolphin-like tiny robots able to detect coronavirus in tiny water-filled pipe systems. This raised a lot of questions in my head.
Yeah.
Top Chinese scientists have come up with a new way of detecting coronavirus involving tiny robots. According to a new study published in Science Advances, a huge team of around 25 scientists from several different institutions were involved in the creation of the bots. They created battery-free wireless and miniaturized soft electromagnetic swimmer bots that can now swim in water while hunting for viruses. The exact size of the bots is thought to be around 5 to 6 centimeters in length and they are powered by motion, moving around in a similar fashion two-way two-way dolphins move as they have flippers that flap up and down. They also have NFC wireless sensors inside, similar to the ones used in almost every smartphone today. And the experts claim the bots can detect chloride, ammonium, and coronavirus in water. They state by integrating a multifunctional thin film sensor and an NFC module for wireless data reading, we have achieved miniaturization of the SCS monitoring system, tiny robots, with dimensions of 5.3 centimeters in length, 3.2 centimeters in width, and 5.3 grams in weight. Under wireless powering, the electromagnetic swimmer periodically beats its tail fin to effectively swim in water. Figure 1B and C. So whatever 1B and C is it beating its tail fin via wireless sensing and graphic user interface display. The SCS can enter confined locations for INSTU monitoring. Thus, only the SCS monitoring system and a smartphone are needed to easily acquire comprehensive information on the physical, chemical, and biological indicators in the water. In short, these new robots allow you to detect dangerous viruses in tiny water-filled pipe systems using nothing but an app on your phone and the bots. No details when or if the bots will be made available worldwide have been given. However, a dude from City University of Hong Kong said, this wireless system demonstrates broad potential for confined space exploration, ranging from pathogen detection to pollution investigation. So, I mean, I don't know. It's a little concerning, that they're having to find COVID in water like this.
Yeah.
But it would be cool too for all this like contamination we're getting from everything they're doing. If the right people have access to this technology to be able to get some accurate readings on certain water samples, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or detect and find it. I don't know. We can already test for it. I guess it's what it all of a sudden like has a sensor and alerts like because it goes across it detects some coronavirus in the water and then they know it's all contaminated or what one little piece of the water molecules contaminated.
Yeah. Strange. I don't know.
Oh, I love reflexology. I have these gloves and socks also that do have like the map layouts on them. So it's like a cheat sheet kind of.
Oh, cool.
So you know like where to rub, like I have for the feet and the hands.
Yeah, there's definitely zones in your feet and your hands that.
And in your ears.
Yep.
I used to be way into that, like as a kid, like junior high, high school. I loved it, and I had like the little thumb things with the little the little French tickler thingies that you push in your whatever spots.
Yeah.
Had the books, and then came out the internet. So what you got for us this week, Bob?
What's that?
To show you my other ride light. Though it's hard to see it.
Oh, sweet. Hold it up there again.
I have a bracelet also that I've been wearing that has, it's hard to see because it's
Yeah.
dark. So now I have that one and then this around on.
Oh, nice.
But I've been way into this lately. And for Valentine's Day, I had posted it, but there's all sorts of these different, ones that they're selling for it. Really pretty. Like one looks like it has heart designs, but for some reason I've been really attracted to the stone lately.
Heather wants to know what that one was.
How do you say RH rhodolite?
Oh, yeah. Rhodolite.
And there's a lot of different varieties of it.
Let's see here.
Similar to what Rob did last week in that family. But yeah, something about it has really. I'm wearing my eucalyptus. I have a bracelet just like this one. But tonight I'm wearing the eucalyptus one because the rhodolite one I couldn't find it when I took it off to take a shower. But I want to know what you got going on tonight.
I got, if I could find it, it has moved places on me.
Ah.
Where are you at? Great googly. Here we go. This is the crystal of the week. Maybe. This week's crystal of the week is Hiddenite. Okay, why is it not showing? Let's try that again.
Yeah, it's
Just
at the bottom.
hear it, but not see it. Add to the stage. There we go. All right, this week's crystal of the week. This week's crystal of the week is Hiddenite. Hiddenite is an extremely rare aluminum lithium silicate mineral and a member of the spodumene family. It crystallizes in the form of a flat prismatic crystal as well as elongated blades. The color is primarily green due to inclusions of chromium, but can also be light yellow or even colorless. Hiddenite can be found in very few countries around the world, with the highest crystal qualities coming out of Brazil. Other notable localities include Madagascar, Burma, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and even the United States. Hiddenite was first discovered in 1879 in North Carolina, around a small community settlement called White Plains. Small pieces and shards were recovered from the site and sent to prominent mining engineer and collector William Earl Hidden. During this time, Mr. Hidden was in the process of being commissioned by Thomas Edison to find platinum under North Carolina. William Earl undertook mining operations at this location and began to find Hiddenite crystals embedded in a rock clay matrix. Unsure exactly what type of material this was, he chose to send samples to famed American chemist and mineralogist John Lawrence Smith. Once determined that this was in fact a brand new mineral, he chose to name it after Mr. Hidden, who spent more time and money at the North Carolina mining operation than anyone else. Although his company, the Emerald and Hiddenite Mining Company was unsuccessful fulfilling Mr. Edison's desires, they were still locally famous for bringing it to the surface. Such a beautiful new stone. Fast forward 30 years later, the county once known as White Plains is renamed Hiddenite, North Carolina, where it still remains today. Some of the meaning and energy. It provides a much needed love and light to your entire aura, helping fill it with harmonious energy that is capable of uplifting any attitude. The free-flowing vibrations of this rare crystal help easily adjust your current emotional state and conjure the inner strength to delve into whatever it is you are feeling. Hiddenite pushes you to understand the source of your pain and the reason you lack the ability to let go. You may also know that the root problem that plagues your inner core, but you have refused to push past it, and that's okay. Sometimes we're not ready to push past things and some things that have affected us. Eventually, you must face these inner demons and conquer them, for they will linger for lifetimes. While here, these negative emotions can fill your entire body with volatile energy, leading you to easily fall into a state of intense depression and PTSD. To help purge these emotions, one must actively be working on themselves and powering through life with your focus on a greater purpose. Hiddenite can actively remind you of the path that you are on and the positive influences needed to achieve enlightenment. Through deep meditation, one can muster the courage to look internally and provide yourself with proper replenishing energies. Vibrations of happiness, joy, and self-appreciation begin to imbue your entire body and push you towards your soul's true mission as you become more in touch with who you truly are. So will the people around you. Though this betterment of oneself, loved ones around you may begin to better themselves. Thus, you are passively channeling the true power of Hiddenite, which will forever linger with you. So there is just a little bit about Hiddenite, this kind of amazing green stone that was found in North Carolina, of all places. There you go. There you have it. Hiddenite, this week's crystal of the week. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with another one. There you go. There you have it.
It is not cheap.
Yeah, it's not.
And these ones that they're showing like on Etsy for whatever, that ain't real if it's that price, because I see what a little piece of real shit costs depending on like the shape. Like this one right here, like these long skinny shard looking ones are like in the thousands.
Damn.
Look at these three I just sent you.
Yeah.
And then they have these other like
Holy
little
crap.
ones. Like a little piece like this for little crystals, like 99 on eBay. And I saw Sage Goddess has Untumbled, which or was it raw? Untumbled. They sell like it tells you the specs and stuff on it, but something just happened to my. Here we go. Yeah, it's pretty expensive, but it sounds like good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you looked it up? It would be beautiful in a ring.
Reminds me of kryptonite.
Kind of does, right?
Yeah, that real bright green stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Uranium.
also my other book here.
Does anybody here have any of that? Yeah, it's out of all of her range. Unless you can get like a small piece like a good deal on like a faceted one. I seen a ring that's fast, like right here, Etsy 28 Hidden Night Oval 18 karat. Has 5 stars. I don't know if this is actually like let me see, Jenny. It says it's a cut oval. I don't see anywhere that says.
See, my other crystal book here, one of them doesn't mention anything about this. This one says Hiddenite is a type of crystal. It's a green variety of kunzite.
I love kunzite. That's that pink one, right?
Yeah, it just says it's a green variety of kunzite from
I was
Pakistan.
thinking it's,
Comes in ranges, ages, shades ranging from bright green to much lighter yellow, green to even clear.
I seen a piece that was kind of like a clear yellow.
That's in this book. Oh, look, it's nice and blurry. Yeah.
A crystal Bible you have? Yeah, kunzite. That's one that all of a sudden I was kind of starting to get into like some of the pink stones over here to go with like I was saying, my celestite. I want like a couple more pieces kind of that color, and I've got my rose quartz over there, so I've kind of got my like pink little area.
Yeah.
And I think I would like some of this kunzite. Of course, I see this beautiful purpley piece that's like $302.
Yeah.
It would match my bedroom just beautifully.
Yeah, it would. See, that's, when I just look through the crystal book and I just randomly pick something that I don't have, it's always like expensive. I just have.
You don't look up first to see how much it costs?
No, I had no idea how much it cost until you looked it up. I don't have any, obviously.
So that's how you pick them. It's like my little random book of answers. We should do that one night. I know we're almost done now, but one of the nights for fun, instead of cards, I do have this. It's called the Book of Answers. People will do this on TikTok. People send them donations all night just to ask questions. And so every page is almost like a magic 8-ball.
Oh, yeah.
So every page, you just like randomly open a page. So like, Rob, ask a question. What do you want to know?
Oh, wow. What do I want to know? God. I don't know. What do I want to know? Put me on the spot.
Will Rob ever own a piece of Hiddenite? Explore it with playful curiosity.
That means go to the crystal shop and say, "Hey, Diane, do you have any Hiddenite?" And she'll be like, "Oh, yeah, right here." And I'll look at it and go, "Holy shit, that's expensive."
Yeah, these are fun. It's like pulling a card or anything else. It's just like randomness. Yeah.
I win the lottery, exactly.
Tomorrow going to be another shit show.
When will I?
You know better now. You know better now than ever before.
When will I find that suitcase full of money?
What's that?
When will I find that suitcase full of money?
Be practical.
Oh, damn it. See? People have been known to find suitcases full of money. It's practical. It could happen, right?
What happened?
Be my luck.
I guess in your case, it's not practical.
Yeah. I find the suitcase.
When will I win the lottery? Heather says. Better to wait.
I've been waiting my whole life.
99. When will I win a jackpot? Says Azariana. Do it early.
Do it early.
One was told to wait. One was told to do it early. Is there a treasure buried in Linda's forest? It may already be a done deal. But I felt like I was picking up 2 pages when I did that. So yeah, it's just for a good time sometimes. It's just kind of fun. Like playing with an 8-ball.
Well, I reckon it's officially 2 a.m. my time. And yeah, will they ever find the treasure on Oak Island? Not if they can milk out another 10 episodes.
What?
Will they ever find the treasure of Oak Island? Not if they can milk out another 10 episodes of that. I used to faithfully watch that show. But then it was like I realized they're just like dangling a carrot in front of me that I'll never reach.
Kind of like Skinwalker Ranch.
Kinda, yeah.
Has that progressed at all?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the new I don't even know if there's going to be a new season.
Like where it looks like they're getting closer to something, or
No, it's like the treasure of Oak Island, and it's like just a different skirt. It's the same show, just a different subject. But it's a little, I don't know, it's a little more interesting, intriguing to me because, you know, they talk about UFOs and paranormal and this and that, and they do see some weird stuff. I don't know. You know, I'm like, I want to go to Skinwalker Ranch, and then I'm like, I don't know if I want to go there. Yeah, I want to go there. I don't know. I definitely think there's something weird there. I don't know what it is. Don't know if it's just, you know, the government's like buried a bunch of like lethal shit under the ground there.
could be.
You know, if there's that thing about did you post it today in the one of our chat groups about the Antarctica thing?
Todd did.
Yeah. That was pretty weird.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense, like how you would even still, like, even if it was a marker that someone put on, like how you can add, like, if you climb to a mountain and you know marked it or some crap like that, how are you able to still navigate and go through it like a street view through a building, when you would think in a place like that it would have to be satellite only, like looking down and not really have a street view? But then it had like trees and stuff. Somebody said it was because the Pac-Man was right on the edge of Brazil or something. But it is weird, and it is weird how people mention how they have that treaty and everything. Antarctica is a curious place.
That it is. I'm bringing it up right now. Let's see if it'll go on here.
And like just recently, I think like all of our leaders went there to discuss either climate or discuss something. Oh. And then you're supposed to scroll around for like the Pac-Man, and right in the middle there'll be a Pac-Man. Then you have to like click all around the Pac-Man until you click Street View.
Was it at the South Pole?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the complete bottom. like right in the dead center.
It's like not even showing that.
Are you zoomed out too much?
Maybe.
Like try to tighten it in.
It's like I don't have any controls or anything here.
Oh wait, did he just send it to us? Oh, it was in our. There it is.
I honestly don't know how it took this long to discover, but he's the first person to bring this up. He starts out his video by saying that, much like myself, he's a Google Earther. He likes to Google Earth before bed because it lulls him to sleep. Well, this particular night, he discovered something absolutely crazy. All right, y'all, so check it out. I mimicked the route he took when Google Earthing the other night. He found himself in Antarctica, one of my favorite places to search. And as you approach,
So I wonder if we find this first guy's video
or some believe,
that he's not showing, could probably find the mimicked
he starts off his
video.
by
Like
saying that Steve,
then you can mimic how he mimicked. Hold on. We do a little investigation.
I'm on the Pac-Man.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh shit. So click around till something gives you street view. Around the edges. I think it's like around the edge. Inside the mouth slits around, I think, like close to the mouth, maybe.
Steve. I honestly don't know how it took this long to discover, but he's the first person to bring this up. He starts out his video by saying that, much like myself, he's a Google Earther. He likes to Google Earth before bed. He likes to Google Earth before bed because of immobilia. And then tap on the white, or some believe the entrance to inner Earth. You see the white Pac-Man looking like symbol. If you click Street View and then tap on the white, this is what it brings you to.
I'm trying to see where he clicked though.
It's some, as you approach what seems to be
But I
the
can't
center of
pause it.
Antarctica, or some believe the entrance to inner Earth. You see the white Pac-Man looking like symbol. If you click Street View and then tap on the
It
white,
didn't show like where he was clicking. Oh, what's that? No.
Enter Street View. Okay.
Oh, you got it? Okay. Some people are saying it worked and there's like a bunch of different pictures. What's that? Wait, let me move this so I can see what it's saying underneath.
No Street View available here.
Are you supposed to do something once you get into the street view? Because it looked like it just showed up the picture for him. Oh, I was gonna see if I could find the other guy's thing real quick too. Silver or steel? Call it Antarctica. Google. Here it is. Sending it to 2.
Don't know what's happening.
11:11. Everybody make a wish. Oh. Okay. I just sent you the first guy, the guy's video that he got it from.
Right there. Okay.
Mine's like locking up.
Dot. Right there. Okay. A dot.
A dot.
The dot gets bigger. Starts to look like Pac-Man. Okay. Hit the little dude-looking icon on the right. Okay. It'll be there when you go to fucking Google Earth. It'll load up something like this. Go down to the flat. No, I don't want to say flat Earth, but the level of the Earth. And then you'll see this.
So he kind of gives a little bit different. So like when you click on it.
Zoom into Antarctica on Google Earth. Right about the center. Right here. You following? You're going to see a dot. Right there. Okay. A dot. The dot gets bigger. Starts to look like Pac-Man. Okay. Hit the little dude-looking icon on the right. Okay. It'll be there when you go to fucking Google Earth. It'll load up something like this. Go down to the flat. No, we don't want to say flat Earth, but the level of the Earth. And then you'll see this.
And then it's supposed to take you right into the hallway. So I don't know what he means by the little dude or the. Oh, there's the dude.
Yeah. I clicked that, but it just.
To the level of the Earth. So do you have to like 3D flip it around somehow? You know what I mean? Like when you like move it to angle down.
It says there's no street view.
Strange.
I do not know. It's just weird that it even looks like Pac-Man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, see how you're starting to like flip a different like direction? More more sideways. Have you already done that? And then, like, can you pull it so it's like so you're looking straight on, like, at it, like if you're on the street? Oh.
Don't know.
Well,
Right.
if we get it. If we get it, we'll update it.
Well, there's Pac-Man on the South Pole, anyways.
Yeah.
It was a failed attempt to go into the inner world.
You just blurted out. Oh.
Hey, if anybody figures it out, let us know.
Let us know. Inquiring minds.
Well, I reckon we're out of here now that we're over time.
Yeah.
Google flat earthing.
Flat earthing. Google earthing before bed.
All right. We'll catch y'all next time. Same bat time, same bat channel. And be back for another episode of Weird Wednesday. Probably next Wednesday. I see you on Paranormal Soup. Other than that, I'll catch y'all later. Thanks, as usual, for hanging out with us. And bye. Good night.